everybody and welcome to this video and welcome to my channel. I hope you're having an awesome week. Today it is Friday and I am here with an update on Kostya. As you saw in the previous little clip that I have added, he's looking pretty dang fine, but there have been some miscalculations and I am in the process of fixing them. So we can start with his head, I guess. And well, I have started sanding him a little bit just to even out his proportions and facial features, just to see what he actually looks like. And I haven't done much on his head at all the past week because I have been focused on his knee joints and arm joints mostly, because they are a lot of work and I really want to finish them first. And I have been thinking a little bit about his face. And when I mean, he does look like himself. He does look like Kostya is supposed to look. But I'm thinking I might want a slightly longer face, like this part, and just move it down a bit. But I haven't decided, and I'm just gonna leave it be for now and just give it some more time. Or rather give myself some more time and think about it. So that was the head. The top torso part is not a lot has happened here either. I have added a lot of extra clay on here because I have wanted to fix how these two parts fit together, and they're looking pretty good. The movement is very nice, as you can see. I've had some issues with this kind of movement and I'm still working on that, but it's not my top priority right now. It's more or less finished. He's not supposed to be like this bendy, so I'm gonna put some kind of stops on here just to make sure that the top part doesn't move too far away. As for the arms, this is looking really weird right now. I have decided to move this entire hole this way. So I'm going to make this, like, I'm going to cut, let me fetch a pencil and I will draw for you. I'm going to move this hole that way, which means that I have put a lot of clay on here because I want this part to be straighter. And so I'm going to do basically like this. It's going to move sideways. I'm going to cut this part out and I'm going to add more clay here and sort of fix the hole more in the middle of the arm. And I'm going to cut away a lot of this because I realized just a couple of days ago that when I do like this, do remember that this hole has been, it's too big right now because I'm still working on this too, so it kind of goes in a bit too far like this, but it's supposed to be more like this. And as you can see, before adding this part here, the arm was kind of, I don't know, bent. An arm doesn't bend in the middle of itself, and it made the entire arm stand out like this. Like, it doesn't go next to the body like it's supposed to do. It just sort of went out in this weird angle, and I wanted to fix that because it would look really strange if he just had arms that bent out from the body. I mean, you can do that with a joint, but if the joint is straight against the top torso part the way it's supposed to be and the arm is just bent out like this, that looks weird. So I have added some stuff here and I'm working on that. That's my top priority right now because I was sort of happy with the way stuff was looking, but then I realized this shit and I was like, okay, I need to fix this before I move any further. So yeah, so here's the little donut part that I call it. Doesn't fit at all right now, but it will in the end. I'm also gonna try to, now that the hole is going to be remade, I'm going to make this a lot rounder, and yeah, I think it will be really good. It's not that too far off. Same goes for the right arm. Added clay here, gonna remove some clay out here, but I added some more on the inside. It's still drying actually. I like this arm better for some reason, but I'm not sure why. And this elbow joint is actually it's thicker than the left one, and I think I like this one better, so I'm gonna model the left one after this. Still, it doesn't fit in. Gonna redo the entire hole here. And yes, so that's the arms, yes. And as for the hip part, let me just check the camera real quick. Yeah, okay, still recording. As for the hip part, it's mainly me trying to make sure that everything looks smooth. So I have been very slowly building up the edge down here by adding clay against the belly part, this part, and it's looking pretty good. The locking mechanism is working. Yeah, not too much to add about this. It's just making sure it looks smooth now. I haven't done anything with these joints this week because, as I said, knees and elbows, top prio. But they're working pretty good. But I'm going to restring him someday soon and just have a general look at how the side joints are bending and so on. And speaking of thigh joints, let's move on to the legs. I have been making these holes a lot bigger because I wanted these to be bigger because the movement was kind of restricted before, and now I'm just trying to fit them back in here. See, it's kind of roomy in there. That needs to change. And I also need to make the bending motion more natural because it's kind of roomy, and that needs to change. But I've made it bigger because I also added a lot of clay to this and made it bigger. If you compare here, you can see this is the right one, this is the left one. They're more similar now. This one was a lot thinner and had a lot more restricted movement than the right one had. And in order to change that, I made the joint bigger, but that also means that the holes need to be bigger too. Otherwise the movement will be restricted, and I don't want that. So it's looking a lot better. If we add the lower leg like this, you can see that it bends very nicely. Still have some hiccups to work out though. Of course it doesn't want to work when I'm doing this. Need to remove some stuff here so it can actually bend all the way, but other than that I'm very, very happy with the way it looks right now. I'm gonna add more clay on the inside of these things so it doesn't do like this. So yeah, that was the left leg. And pretty much the same thing goes for the right leg. This is the right knee joint is of course a lot bigger, but yeah, let me see. This one fits a bit better in here. Here we go. It fits a bit better, but it's still a work in progress, and same goes for the lower leg. The movement is very nice, you can see here. So this is looking very good. I've said before that I wanted him to be finished, like sculpted finished by December 31st, but I'm not sure that's gonna happen. We'll see, we'll see. I'm trying to sculpt a little bit every day, at least an hour, but hiccups do happen, you know, and you have to fix them, and I do not want to stress. What is stress, guys? I mean, I don't want to stress these things, because if the joints don't work, you basically have a non-functional doll, and that is really bad. So I'm gonna take my time, but I want him finished. But yeah, let's add the left leg here real quick, so you get an idea of what they look like together, like this. I'm gonna make sure that the ends of these meet, by the way, and I'm not sure if I'm going to add clay to these things and just make them longer, or if I'm gonna have to work out something with the joint. Preferably not with the joint, because if I make this shorter, it's going to restrict this movement even more, and I will have to cut a lot of clay away from the backside of the lower leg and the thigh in order to make the joint move. So I'm probably just gonna add clay to these things and make them longer so they stick together. Other than that, I don't know. It's been a good week. I've been trying to sculpt it every single day and stuff like that. But this process is really, it can be kind of slow, and it's not that fun to watch when I'm sculpting, I think. So I haven't recorded much of my actual work today. I think I have like one clip of it or something. So you guys will have to be a bit patient on that front, because I don't want to bore you. So I'm gonna do mostly updates like this and just show you guys what I'm thinking about, like, my work, what I think I need to do next and whatnot. So yeah, that's all for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you do, please leave a like or a comment if you have questions. I love getting questions. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you on, let's see, Tuesday. Yeah. Also, it's the 1st of December, so happy December, guys. It's gonna be nice. It's almost Christmas and stuff. It's gonna be good. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye for now.